Hello. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody is great. I'm a little bit under the weather, but that's okay. I still have to give you this information so it could be helpful and useful to you. First, I want to start off by saying thank you guys for watching. It's well appreciated. Continue to hit like, subscribe. I know I say it every video. It may sound repetitious, but it helps me get into the algorithm and it spreads information to help those that are in need to better their credit score, or somebody that's along or just starting off in this credit journey. It could be a help to us all. Leave comments in the comment section below. That is great as well. I would try to answer any comments or any questions that you guys leave as well. And it can help somebody else and further their education and enlighten them on some things as well, your comments or your advice that you may have. We're all in this together. We're learning together. We're going to prosper together. Let's do better and do great things in 2024. Let's be responsible and take care of our credit. And without further ado, the first video was about the rebuilding credit stage. I'm going to continue on with these videos. And without further ado, we're just going to go on right now. And I want to start off by saying you don't have to have a perfect credit score to get credit and obtain credit. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. But the main goal is you want to try to have it as perfect and as clean as you want, and as clean as it can be. The power of a positive credit score, though, it could give you up to 5 to 50 points. And then sometimes when you're in the rebuilding stage and you have you might see paid as agreed. So you might have paid a lender off because you might have owed them money, and even though it's a late on there, and that might help your credit score goes up as well. And your credit score is made up from your FICO score. So FICO sees your credit score as they're going to see positive age, and then they're going to see utilization percentage, and then you're going to see paid on time, and then you're going to see the look back period. That's over a course of time, how many accounts you have positive, if you've been positive for 5 months, 6 months, 24 months. So they look back. And then there's 36 other factors that make up your FICO score as well. It's not about a good score versus a bad score. It's about having positive factors over a period of time. Just because you have negatives does not mean that you're unfundable. You just need to optimize. So just because you have negatives on your account doesn't mean that you won't get approved for anything. It just means you might just have a low amount, but you very well can get denied or for having a low credit score or negatives on your credit score. But you just gotta figure out what to do to still be able to get some credit while you're working on your credit. And the goal is, when it comes to credit, you want to rebuild your credit. So you want to have, and when you're rebuilding your credit, you want to have more good accounts than bad accounts. Then you want to have more good payments than bad payments. And over a course of time, you'll have a better foundation. So when you're in the rebuilding stage, or the repair stage, you want to keep that in mind. So everything on your account, just because you have something bad, doesn't mean that you can't get funding. You just got to know what to do in order to get funding. And I'll talk about what accounts to get and how many goods you should have versus bad in other videos, which means it will overpower your good or overpower your bad. And where should you get these positive accounts? I'll let you know where you should get the accounts, what funding institutions you should go through and where you should get it. But first you gotta understand, I want you guys to understand the difference between a bank and a credit union. Bank works for the shareholders, and the shareholders, they're like involved in stocks and things of that nature. So their main focus is trying to get more money from us so they can invest it and make more money for the banks. Credit unions, they work for the members. That's why they're able to get low interest rates, and there's better funding, and it's just a whole better experience when you're with a credit union. And that's why I always tell you guys, relationship banking is one thing you want to have, because when you relationship bank, as we always talk about Navy Federal, they'll give you an internal score, which means an internal score is some banks and entities, they'll have their own score that they have for you based off of your relationship. And sometimes they'll look past your FICO score and they'll say, oh, well, he's been banking with us over a course of time, and he has a couple of our products, things of that nature. And credit unions, what you want to do is to have a good relationship with them. You want to maybe a checking account, a savings account, things of that nature. So you want to be able to use your internal score to your advantage. And the word that they use, the terminology that they use for having them internal score is called data mining. So if you hear somebody say data mining, that's what they mean, having a personal relationship with the bank, preferably a credit union. And what you want to do is you want to get products from that credit union in order to build a relationship, such as checking account, savings account, CDs, things of that nature. And that's why it's good to have credit unions. As I stated earlier in the video, the credit union, they work for you. So they're able to give you better interest rates and better products than somebody else might that you don't bank with. That's why I always say, develop a relationship with them, date before you marry, use their products, do some banking with them. And Navy Federal is well known for doing this. People with low credit scores have gotten high rates and high cards. So just imagine if your FICO score, you have the FICO factors, which I talked about in the video, plus data mining on your side. And if it's a good institution, you could get some great results. So it is possible to have a low credit score. And I know somebody who had a low credit score, but they had a relationship with Navy Fed, and they were able to get a $25,000 credit card instantly. So it is possible to be in the rebuilding stage, rebuilding your credit, but you have to have a personal relationship. You have to do data mining with them, and they will give you some line of credits and help you start off and build your credit, so you'll have more good than bad. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.